Alrighty, let's take a second look at solving single equations and converting between the different forms. So we've learned about the three different forms: standard form, slope-intercept form, and point-slope form. And sometimes you're given one form, but it's more useful to have it into a different form. Either you're just asked to convert it, or you're trying to find out some piece of information that's easier to get from that other form. So we've already covered kind of how to do this, so I just want to do two quick examples to remind you or give you a practice for a quiz or something like that. So here we go. Convert 3x minus 2y equals 8 into slope-intercept form. So to get it in slope-intercept form, we know that's going to look like y equals mx plus b. So we need to get the y by itself. So this is going to be two steps. The first step is minus 3x from both sides, leaving us with negative 2y equals negative 3x plus 8. Note we cannot combine these two because one is an x, one is just a number. And then the last step to get y by itself is to divide by negative 2. And remember, we have to divide everything by negative 2. Negatives 2 cancel here. We have y equals. So we can butterfly this by looking at this part divided by 2 and this part divided by 2. So negative 3 and negative 2, the negatives cancel, leaving us with 3/2 x, and then positive 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. So the slope of this line is positive 3/2, and the y-intercept is negative 4. And then you have it in slope-intercept. Second example, convert y equals 4/5 x minus 3 into standard form. Let me rewrite it first so that the fraction can actually be seen as a fraction. 4/5 x minus 3. So one of the properties of standard form is that it doesn't have any fractions. So the first thing you need to do is multiply the entire equation by 5, or whatever number would be in the denominator of your equation, to get rid of this fraction in the bottom. So if we distribute the 5 in, notice the 5 has to go to all three pieces. Time out, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, so we're distributing the 5 into all three pieces to eliminate this fraction in the bottom. The first piece is going to be 5y. The second piece, the 5 that we distribute in is going to cancel out the 5 that's in the bottom, leaving us with just a 4x. And the 5 distributes into the negative 3, giving us negative 15. Now we need to move the x term over to the other side, so we can subtract 4x from both sides, because we want, remember, for standard form, we want the x's and the y's both on the left side. So now we have negative 4x plus 5y equals negative 15. And the last thing about standard form is the leading term, the coefficient of the x, needs to be positive. So we're going to multiply this entire equation by negative 1 so that the leading term will be positive. So then negative 1 just changes the sign of everything. So now we have a 4x minus 5y, that changed sign, equals positive 15. That also changed. So now all of these have a leading coefficient that's positive, no fractions. The x and y terms are here on the left-hand side, and the numerical term is there on the right-hand side. So we've got this into standard form. And that's it.